What's up, everyone? And today I'm doing a deck profile on my DDDs. Now, DDDs is actually the deck that won the vote for last month, or I guess technically this month, maybe whenever this video is coming out. And I know it's kind of a little late, but a few cards were late arriving. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. First, I run 3 DDD Savant Kepler. Now, Kepler's pendulum effect really isn't all that important. It mainly just reduces the scale and destroys monsters. What you mainly use it for is the monster effect. It has 2. First one, you can target one other DD card you control, return to the hand, and the other is to add a dark contract card from deck to your hand, which is what the DDD spells are. Also run 3 Necro Slime and 3 Swirl Slime. Necro Slime allows you to fusion from the grave, and Swirl Slime allows you to fusion from the hand. So you do want to get a Necro Slime in the grave and have Swirl Slime in the hand. Next, I run 3 DD Lamia. Lamia can special summon itself from the hand or graveyard by sending a DD or Dark Contract card from field to grave. I also run the 1 Ghost, which is your Foolish Burial for the deck. I also run 3 Savant Copernicus. Copernicus, like a Ghost, is also kind of like a Foolish Burial for the deck, but it's a level 4 and it's also a scale 1. So you can use it for the Pendulum plays or the Foolish Burial plays. I also run 3 Abyss King Abyss Ragnarok. Ragnarok can special summon a DDD from grave and also has an additional effect to banish a card your opponent controls. So it's a bit of a disruption. I also run the 1 Savant Thomas and 1 King Apocalypse. These 2 you don't go into quite as much, where we only run them at 1. I run 3 Ash Blossom for my hand trap of choice. I also run 3 Dark Contract with the Gate. Dark Contract with the Gate is your searcher, your Rhoda for the deck, because during your main phase you can add 1 DD monster from your hand or from your deck to your hand. Although the one downside with the Dark Contract cards is that they do inflict 1,000 damage to yourself during each of your standby phases, which can hurt, so that is one thing to kind of keep in mind, because you can also sort of take yourself out with this deck. I've seen that happen. Also run the 1 Dark Contract with the Swamp King. Swamp King is kind of like your Polymerization, but being a continuous spell, and like Gate, it also does 1,000 burn damage. So that's why we run so little of the Dark Contract cards, because the fact that they have to pay 1,000 for activation kind of makes them not quite as reliable, because you can just end up making things worse. Also run 3 Allure of Darkness, since this is a dark focus deck. So this is the draw power I run. Also on 2, Where Art Thou? Where Art Thou, if you control a level 1, you can add 1 level 1 from deck to hand, so it's also a bit of a searcher. Next, the 1-ofs, the 1 Foolish Burial, because this is a very grave reliant deck. The 1 for 1, because we do run a lot of level 1s, and it also helps, you can discard a card for the activation, or not. Well, you can send 1 monster to the grave, like if you send a Necro Slime, that can help set your grave up for grave place. I run the 1 Monster Reborn, because Monster Reborn is always good. I call upon the grave because you don't want to get hand trapped, and an Upstart Goblin. Moving on to the extra deck. I run 2 DDD Flame King Genghis, as well as the 1 Flame Genghis. I also run the 1 DDD Duo Don King Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is actually not too bad, but although not quite as easy to go into. That's the one downside of it. So I only run the 1. I also run the 1 Crystron Hellkey Firebrax that I do not have, because it's probably going to get banned before I can even use it in a physical tournament. Well, maybe. Honestly, if I'm going to be using it in tournaments, maybe I'll get one, but if not, I'm not even going to waste 20 bucks. I also run the 1 Cross Sheep, because this deck does use fusions, and whenever you use fusions, you always want to run Cross Sheep because it's just an extender. I run the 1 DDD Abyss King Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh essentially allows you to set 2 Pendulum Scales directly from your deck, so pretty good. I also run an Access Code Talker and Opsalusa to round out the links. Now rounding off with the single plays, I run the 1 Formula Synchron and the 1 Herald of the Arc Flight. I run the 1 Crystal Wing Syncro Dragon, as well as the 1 Borreload Savage Dragon. And lastly, I run the 1 DDD Gus King Alexander and the 1 DDD Curse King Siegfried. That was my DDD deck. Let me know, what do you think? Think DDD is pretty cool archetype? Do you think, I don't know, I really don't got much really to say on this. But let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video I make. Bye.